Sam, welcome.
Thank you.
Do people call you Sam? I feel like I've just abbreviated your moniker.
Everyone calls me Sam. Yeah. Friends and fam.
I'm here now.
Yeah. You're in the circle.
I do have a question. It's about your name, but not in the way that you think. In the terms of, what's the difference between Semtex and John? John is your actual name, right? When are you on and off? Or is you always Sem? Or you always John? Or is it just professional, personal? What's the balance?
I'm the same person, but, you know, DJ Semtex sounds and looks a lot better than John, yeah? So, you know, when I started DJing, I needed a name that stood out. And my first DJ name was DJ Steel. It's dry. But because I used to tag as well, it was easy to do the E's. So it's like, Steel. And then every time I was doing house parties or college parties or whatever, everyone was like, oh, you blew it up last night. You blew it up. Semtex. That's it.
Is there a time where you just can't put the Semtex energy down? Is it different in the terms of that you go into a room, people expect more of something, then you go home, you're around family, you got a family, and you got to switch it off? Does it ever clash?
Nah, I'm the same person. That's it. It's not a persona. I'm not fake. I'm not. It's not. It's
Sorry.
not.
As you said that, someone's name came to mind.
Really?
Yeah. I wanted to say Westwood is the divide of.
You should do that with someone else. So I'm the same person. I'm not fake. It's like it is what it is. Like I'm the same as I've ever been. I'm the same person who I am. Like I love music, hyper passionate about it. My family know that. Everybody knows that. They've grown with me on this journey. So I'm the same person. It's not a divide. It's not put the mask on and then da-da-da-da-da.
Yeah.
And then whether it's at home, whether it's on stage, whether it's on air, or whether it's in a boardroom, same person.
Yeah. Your brother introduced you to hip hop.
Yeah.
Correct? At what age was that?
11.
So you lived a little bit before then. Do you remember who you were before and after? Because I remember when I got introduced to NWA.
The same person.
Yeah?
Same person.
What did it give you to be introduced to that type of music at 11?
To be introduced to hip hop?
Yeah.
My brother was big bro. So it was like I looked up to him, good and bad, whatever, if we got in trouble or not or whatever. So when he was, I just walked into his bedroom one day. We had rooms next to each other, and it was like a cultural overthrow. Like all of a sudden he's wearing tracksuits and him and his friends are wearing Kangos. They're breakdancing on a lino, and I see these album covers. I see LL Cool J and Bad, who's wearing the same clothes. I see Public Enemy pictures and references. I hear this loud music. I was in. That was it. It was in. It was almost like missing purpose found.
Did it open you up to like a world of possibility? Because from my perspective, when I first saw NWA, and I think this is the time where Ice Cube, NWA, and Dr. Dre had all fallen out. So everyone had a song about each other. And I just couldn't believe that world exists. Like to even be so disrespectful on a song, I'd never seen that before. And it kind of opened me up to a place, a language, a way of dressing, a way of music that didn't exist before. Like it was just all brand new to me.
Yeah, it's like I said, it was cultural invasion. So where I'd grown up, and my mum was playing Michael Jackson albums all the time and everything, and you're surrounded by 80s pop music or whatever, this was totally different sonically. It was more about the sonics than anything else. It's like to hear Dougie Fresh beatbox on the show with Slick Rick, to hear the abrasiveness of Public Enemy rapping, to hear LL Cool J and Bad. It sounded sinister, but it was sick. Like I was fully tapped in.
And in terms of Manchester, what did that give you that you think was unique? Because that's just it's the third city really in the UK. Is that offensive to say? I'm gonna have to double down. It's definitely the third city.
Some people say it's the first.
The first of what part though?
It's like that.
In terms of size, at the very least.
It's like you're talking size. Look, they call it the city of culture, and with good reason, because it's amazing people up there. It's a different vibe, different sense of humor, and it's a different approach to everything, and it's just a different experience. So, in terms of, the Manchester thing, yeah, it's we've got a very, very different viewpoint, and before I moved down here, I was prepared. Like I was prepared to move down here and make no friends or whatever. I was down here to work. Like I wasn't down here to like. I just wanted to make it as a DJ. I wanted to work. I wanted to like literally set up shop and do what I was doing. But I made some lifelong friends, and it's great. And I've met a lot of people, and it's been an incredible journey. So, did you ever experience racism in Manchester? What was it like there? Yeah. And what part of Manchester is this? Because I spent some time at Man City. So. North Manchester. It's like I discovered what the N word was when they had a game in the playground, and it was called Catch the Nigger and Tig Him. And I found out, I was the nigger. I didn't even know what the word meant. So. It was like, I experienced racism. That was my first point. That was like when I was 8. We used to live in Cheetham Hill, which was like incredible multicultural area. And this is gonna sound really corny, but in those years, I didn't see racial difference. I was just like, these are my friends or whatever. There was no differences. Like my friends of all nationalities, backgrounds, whatever. It was just calm. But it's when we moved to North Manchester, a place called Middleton. That's when I found out it was different. That was like, that was. Is there like a clash of inherently, because you come from, you're multi-ethnic as a person, but do people know that? Do people treat you differently because they don't know that? Do they know that? Do you have a different experience? I don't know. You'd have to ask people who talk to me. I really don't care. Like, if you know, you know. If you don't know, it doesn't really matter. My mum's black, my dad's white. I don't go around running around screaming that. It's just how it is. So I'm just very blessed to be alive. That's how I see it. That's powerful. So I don't need anyone's acceptance. I don't need to look for any kind of validation. I am who I am, and that's it. Take it or leave it. When did you come that clear about? Because a couple of times as we've been speaking, you've been very clear. As like, I am the same person. I am who I am. I don't need validation. That's almost like affirmation about who you are. When did you get that, and where did that come from? Who instilled that in you? I wouldn't say anyone instilled it in me. I'd say it's just what I came to realize. I'd just say it's through the journey of experience of being in a multicultural area, moving to an all-white area, going back to the multicultural area and hanging out with the man them, road guys and all of that, and going to college, going to uni, and working in the corporate system and making a name for myself as a DJ. I am who I am. Like I'm never gonna kiss ass. I'm never gonna pretend I'm something that I'm not. And if you're cool with me, you're cool with me. If you're not, you're not. And that's it. I can't do anything about it. Yeah. It's like, and I really don't care if you're not. So. And so your mum is Jehovah's Witness. You're not particularly religious. Is that fair to say? No, my mum was Jehovah's Witness, but not strict. Okay. And cool. I'm not. I never subscribed to that. It never appealed to me or anything like that. And she didn't force it on me or anything like that. Do you have your own computer that you like apply? Because for me, I've had to develop one over time. I grew up Church of England, and I never quite fitted into the understanding. And when I would ask questions, I'd get quite an adverse response from those people. Can you ask the question again from the beginning? What's your computer? What guides you spiritually in terms of how you go about life? Like, what do you use to guide yourself whenever you don't have the answers? Like, what do you refer back to? Some people refer to Christianity, God, Islam. Sometimes it's more personal. What's your version of it? Great family and friends. I'd say that. Like, look, I believe in God. I believe in the Creator, and I got my own relationship, and I pray daily and everything else and all of that. But I'm not like deeply religious like that. So It's just if you are, you are. If you're not, you're not. It is. But I got my own viewpoint.
Yeah. What have you been able to, as a father, create for your children that maybe you didn't have? Is there a difference about how you grew up, what you were around, what you were exposed to, versus what they see? Can you say the difference years on?
I just give them the best start possible that I can, and that's it. I don't look at it like that. I'm not like, oh, I went through this, so you did and this, that, and the other. It's like I just give them the best start in life that I can. Strive to be the best father possible, and that's it. And I think that's all any parent or any man can do is just try to do as best as you can, because there's no right or wrong. Like, the world changes by the day, everything changes by the day, and there's many things that affect what goes on around them. I just try to be the best father possible.
And then in terms of you moving into your career, are they based in London with you now? Or are they? Yeah. How
They're born in London.
They're born in London. Do you ever like go back to Manchester? Do you show them?
I was there last week.
Is that where your family are still there?
Yeah, some of them, yeah.
And for them going forward, are they going into the industry that you're going into? Are you going to
do whatever they want to do?
I
don't impose what I do on any of them. They've got their own lives and they do what they do.
Tell me about your book.
My book, Hip Hop Raised Me. Ghostface Killah described it as the Bible of hip hop. That's the biggest compliment you can get.
Yeah.
Mos Def described it as a tomb. The thing for me was the artists rating it and valuing it. It's like, I got it right. You know, and when I was doing the book, I was talking to the book company, they were like, who could do the foreword? And I was like, it's got to be Chuck D. And I reached out to him. The audacity of me as well. Like, Chuck D from Public Enemy, one of the greatest groups of all time. And he got back to me within 5 minutes, said, yeah, I'll do it, and wrote it straight away.
Wow.
I'm incredibly blessed, incredibly fortunate. And I think all the artists that I've worked with over the years or interviewed or worked alongside, they know I'm about it. They know what I do. They know I'm sincere and with integrity, everything that I do. So that's why I was very fortunate to get so many creatives contributing to the book, be it photographers, or be it people like loaning us stuff from their collections, like flyers or whatever and stuff like that. So it was incredibly blessed to be able to put something together like that. That's like a once in a lifetime thing. And it's been translated into different languages across the world. There's a German edition, Japanese edition, French edition, Spanish edition, Italian edition, and there's an American edition. I'm not saying it's been translated into American, but there's an American edition. So I'm blessed. I never thought I'd write a book. Yeah, incredibly blessed.
What made you go do it now? Because I feel like people have probably asked questions about you.
10 years ago. It was like 2000. I think it's like 2014, 2016, and it's just I wanted to do a book on something else, and then a very good friend of mine hooks me up with a publisher, and they were like, "Nah, we want you to do the book on hip hop," and I said, "I can't do that." Like, and then, and I realized I could, and then I did it, and that was it. And also, I think it's important to document the culture. I think there's a lot that happens, and it's down to people within the culture to document it, because if we don't, it's going to be lost history. So,
is there anyone that you feel like is genuinely doing it well, that you feel like is worth shouting out, like documenting the culture in a way that's actually accurate, that's actually beautiful, that's memorable, that's high quality?
It's doing it the right way. Yeah, loads of people.
Who do you look to and feel like, all right, this has given me a nudge in a good direction, I want to up what I'm doing?
I think every artist, be it a Kanye West or a Drake, documents the culture in the right way. I think great DJs do it, whether they get the opportunity to put something into a tangible, solid object or not. Like, I know various DJs who are on air, committed to being on air 24/7, dedicated their lives to it. I think they do it right. I think there's different people who, you know, you may not have heard of, or new people might not have heard of. But I think any DJ documents the culture the right way every time they touch the decks or hit the stage.
And how do you corner your particular contribution to hip hop? What? 'Cause I know you're producing. There's DJing. You've developed artists. Like, what's the part that you feel like is the headline for your contribution?
I just do me. I don't even look at it like that. Like I'm just like, I constantly give. I give in the sense of, I try to support anyone who's great, who's doing what they're doing. If there's music that resonates with me, I'm like, I have to share it. I have to amplify it. And that's what great DJs do. They amplify and move the crowd. That's what you're here to do. So when you break it down, there's no science to it other than that. Those two principles, like amplify great artists that make great music and move the crowd. And that's all it boils down to. Whether that's on stage in the club, on stage at a festival, whether that's on air, whether that's online doing a TikTok, whatever, it's all about moving the crowd. And that's it. That's all there is to it. It's not that complicated. And it's not something where I'm like, I'm doing this. Nah, I'm doing what I like doing, and that's it. I'm incredibly fortunate to do what I do.
Yeah, I definitely feel like identifying your gift in the thing. Like, have you ever been able to identify? Like, for me, it's pattern recognition. With loads of information out there, I can see a pattern and name it, communicate it, and also then productize it. But it's the actual pattern recognition that is the value. Do you ever synthesize your own skill set into?
That's what I said is amplifying great artists that make great music and moving the crowd. So, for example, this morning I was listening to an artist called Mark Saunders. He's got a project called In Due Time. It's incredible. I'm gonna DM him tonight. I'm gonna get the clean version. I'm gonna start banging it out in there. I'm gonna start driving people mad. You should know about this guy. If there's anyone looking for features with US artists, I'm gonna put him forward. He's the guy. He's incredible body of work. Very, very personal. And the way that he links each track throughout the project, In Due Time, it's like, whether it's his friend saying he's about to blow, whether it's him rejoining his mum who's passed or whatever, it's like the theme throughout the whole project's amazing. I'm doing it now. See what I'm saying?
Advocating.
Right. And that's it. That's all it boils down to. So look, what it really boils down to is I'm a fan. I'm a nerd, and that's it. It's not anything else. I can write 80,000 words on how hip hop raised me, and it gets trimmed down to 50,000 words, and then, oh great, it's a book, and da. But it's because I'm a fan. I've been able to do that, and that's all it is. I've done a Friday night rap show for 25 years. I'm a fan. I'm not doing it for money. I'm not doing it like radio. It's changed over the years. It's always going to be there. It's always going to be important, and for me, it's definitely always going to be important. But it's commitment to the culture, it's commitment to what I do, and it's that whole thing. First and foremost, I'm a fan, and that's it.
Can you tell me a little bit about Fatman Scoop? I feel like you have an interesting story, an interesting relationship, and he's obviously no longer with us, which is incredibly sad. But can you tell us a kind of a backstory to your relationship?
So with Fatman Scoop, I mean, he's the voice to this day. Like, his track "Be Faithful" shuts down any club night, any show, any festival. People get their hands in there, sing along and everything else and all of that. And what happened was, so for years I've been playing music with his voice. And then I'm working at a label, and I've moved my way up to A&R somehow. And I'm in an A&R meeting, and the head of A&R is like, what's the biggest record around? I said, the biggest? And they said, yeah. It was Fatman Scoop, Be Faithful. He said, oh, da. And there was other labels trying to sign it and everything else. And they were like, oh, it's 21 samples. It's never this, that, and the other. And I looked at it like, nah, the DJ in me was like, nah, because there's all those samples, but you can cut that out, and it's still going to do the same job. So in my head, I was like, you can cut it down to 3 samples. So then I had to sit down with Fatman Scoop, and I flew out to New York, which is always amazing. And I keep getting aired. Yeah, tomorrow. And then it was like Friday night, and I'm due to fly back at 9 a.m. So, and then I thought I'd flopped it, because I'd come out to New York on the label's money, and I haven't met him. And then But then I get a phone call like, yeah, meet him at 4 a.m. in this diner. So I'm like, oh, okay, cool. So I go to meet him at the diner. He's like, yo, what's going on? And he's eating this big, massive plate of food. And I can't. I'm like half asleep. I'm like, I got to get on a plane in a bit. And I'm like, I just need to. So I'm talking to him. He's like, yo, so what's going on? And and it's all good. And Now, I'm new to this A&R thing. I don't know what I'm doing, right? I'm just a fan, a nerd, a DJ. And I'm just like, yeah, we want to sign it. And I said, look, I'll make sure it blows up. I'll get this, and I'll do that, and And like, my passion exceeded my knowledge. Like, I was just like, yeah, let's do it. And then I'm sat there while he's eating and he's talking. He's giving me no hint of what he's gonna do and And then at the end of it, he was like, all right, let's do it. I was like, oh shit, okay. Like, and then yeah, we got it. Signed the track. I cut it down to 3 samples, got rid of all the other bits where it's like a little few seconds here and there and got all the samples cleared and everything, and then it's go time and put it out. And it's an incredible moment. Incredibly
Who was around him at the time? Did he have a team? Was you going directly into him?
He was working with a label called Aviate, and it was him and his brother that I was talking to. And shout out to Sav. So, and that was it. It was like it was just that.
Yeah.
It was I'm incredibly fortunate that he gave me the opportunity to work with him. But I'd been playing that track for 10 years. Like I've grown up with that track. I bought it like in a record shop. Like, so I knew it inside out and everything. And every DJ in the world at that point knew that track. It was like, yeah, that's our weapon. That's our start the show, close the show, shut down the show moment. So it is one of the greatest records any DJ could sign to a label. And I'm fortunate I did it. So, and rest in peace, Fatman Scoop, incredible guy. Big up Sav, his brother, big up his wife, big up his whole team. It was an amazing experience and we had a lot of fun.
Did you know he was unwell?
Nah, I didn't know. Didn't know. Because people come in and out of your life. Like, you'll be close to someone for a few years and then everybody moves on and do their own thing. It's like, it's just horrible when you hear like, oh, he passed away. And you find out through the internet. Yeah. It's horrible.
Is there a part of you that reflects in that time, changes the way you live at that time?
How do you mean?
When you lose people? Because I thought you probably remember Richard Antwi.
Yeah.
He was a mentor of mine.
Right.
And I remember when him and Jamal Edwards, when I got that message, and ironically both times I was abroad, and it just changed the way I felt about the world, the way I looked at things, because they were both very young. They were both people that I like hugely respected. And I don't know if you have this, but there's a couple of people who have no idea, but they make me feel better about the world because of how they exist. And I think losing those two, I call them like comets, really hit me. Was there any adjustment when you heard someone that you'd worked with that you knew was really good at what they did, iconic, was just not here anymore?
Yeah, it's always sad, It's always, a time for mourning. It's always a time for reflection. I'm just glad. The only comforting thing is I'm glad that I was able to be in their life somehow. If I managed to help do something with them and help improve their life or change their life, it's a blessing. And that's it. But we're infinitesimal in the grand scheme of things of the universe. It's like you see them guys who've just gone around the moon on a ship and everything else, and it's like the vastness of who we are on a ball of mud in a universe within a universe. We're here for seconds in the grand scheme of things. I was watching something the other day, and this ties into what you're saying. It was the couple that got abducted by aliens, and then they knew they could recall where the aliens were from because they saw it on a star chart and everything else, and the place where the aliens allegedly came from was like 30,000 light years away. I can't even imagine that. Allegedly there's life 30,000 miles away. We're here. Like, we're not going to be 30,000 years old. We're lucky to make it past 30. So in the grand scheme of things, I'm just always thank you. I'm just always grateful for the time that I've had with people more than anything else. And you know, and I always say to people, you just got to make the most of your time here and go all out, do everything, and visit your friends, love your family, don't do no silly shit. It's true, because you there's only going to be regrets if you don't.
There is a thing, maybe because we've both been around long enough, but you've been around for a while. You've seen people come.
You're making it out like I've been around longer than you. Like yeah.
I'm gonna say
we've both been around long enough.
We've both been around long enough,
right?
And is there a little bit of like, you see people come, be red hot, and do things that you never thought was possible, and then crash, disappear? Is there a bit of wisdom you can get from just observing how many people's careers have gone around you? Is there anybody's story that you think, I actually take something from that?
I take something from everybody's story. I've worked with some incredible people, and you know, I've tried my best to help, tried my best to encourage them to blow or whatever, or you know, go all out and be the best that it can be and everything. Sometimes it gets taken the wrong way. Sometimes it does work and they excel and da-da-da-da-da. I just try to give. And it boils down to the exact same thing I said. Like, just the DJ amplifies great artists to do great music, and I'm here to move the crowd. It always boils back down to that. It's just, you can... And I talk about it from a music point of view because I've worked with many different artists in many different capacities, whether it's the DJ to artist relationship, whether it's the label relationship, or whether it's artist to artist and working with people in the studio. I just try to give as much possible. I try to share all the insight, all the advice and everything else. And I always encourage and push people to be the best that they can be, because you have to go all out in this life. You really do. It's like, no matter what you do, no matter what line of work, you've got to work hard. You've got to go to bed an hour early. You've got to go to bed an hour later. You've just got to go all out and do everything you want to achieve in life, because there's not enough time. It's like, you. When did you email me to do this?
A couple of days ago. 2 days ago.
How quickly did I respond?
Yeah.
And then we're here. Most people wouldn't even respond to you on the bank holiday weekend. They get back to you this morning on a Tuesday. And I was like, yeah, let's go. Because you have to. What are we waiting for?
Kanye West said that you helped launch his career. What did he mean by that?
So, I first met Kanye in Chelsea, and Dame Dash had a house there. And he's, oh yeah, come round. And we went round on a Sunday morning. We had breakfast there or whatever. And then Kanye was there, and I was so gassed, because I was like, this was before the College Dropout. This is before he was signed. And because I knew about the mixtapes and everything else, and his production work and everything else, I was just like gassed. Like, I was like, this guy's incredible. This, again, the nerd, the fan, the DJ thing kicking in and everything else. And I've worked with him in different capacities, and so from that moment we was talking to him, we was talking about different tracks that was on the mixtape and everything else. We was talking about crack music and this, that and the other. And he was just mad cool. He's always been cool. So at that time I was working Def Jam in the UK for Universal, and I had the street team and be like, we got to blow this up. We got to There was a time when he wasn't that big. There was a time before College Dropout. No one knew who he was. No one cared or anything like that. So my job was to break him. So as in break him as an artist in the UK, get him known to the masses and everything else. So before the College Dropout drops, for example, we knew this album was coming, and we're like, we need to get the DJs on it. So the station I did a post about it the other day. I hit up the head of the station. I was like, yo, can we do a playback with Kanye? And he was like, yeah, this guy called Vapor, mad cool. He loved anything like that, anything that was progressive. We got that event space in the building, and got all the DJs in, hit everybody up if you want to hear da-da-da-da-da. I even had DJs from other stations come in, like, because my thing was we got to break this and everybody needs to hear it.
Yeah.
And then Kanye agreed to host it. I mean, it's inconceivable of that happening in this day and age. Even the fact that you're saying, yeah, Kanye said he helped me launch my career. Yeah, I did, but it's like that much like of influence. But in terms of breaking him in the UK, yeah, definitely played a part in it. So he's there doing the playback and everything. And even Ray Paul was like, you guys, when you did that, you created the model for like playbacks in that station, because then everyone was trying to do it and everything else. It became a thing. Go get the artist to come in and play their music. And it was just that. It was just getting his music to all the DJs. It was just making sure it was marketed properly. It was making sure this grassroots promotion was done. Did it for the first 3 albums. So it was like when he did the 808s and the Heartbreak album, I'd moved from doing street promotion and all of that. I moved into doing A&R, signed an artist called Mr. Hudson. And it was like that was like a season of Entourage, because me, the artist Hudson, and his manager Tony Tago, and members of his team at the label, we were like, yeah, we need to get him with Kanye, because this will be a crazy hookup, and everybody played a role in making that moment happen where Kanye and Hudson met, including Virgil as well. Virgil was a massive fan of Mr. Hudson, so whenever Virgil was working with Kanye, he'd have Hudson's album on in the background. Kanye's press officer was also Hudson's press officer, so she'd always talk about him to Kanye. And then Tony Tago, who was managing Hudson at the time, he talked to Kanye's team about Hudson and da-da-da-da-da. So when we did the playback for the second album, Late Registration, I brought Hudson down. Kanye's like, oh, Hudson, I've heard so much about you. It's like, because we do, as a team, we'd all worked around like trying to get to that one point in that moment. And from there, he got invited to fly out and work with him and work on the project 808s and Heartbreak, and the rest is history. They made music together and everything else. So it was a really fascinating time, because it was like learning. Like it really was like an episode of Entourage where everybody played their part in making it happen. But it showed me the importance of teamwork. You can't do everything by yourself. Really, really can't. And you got to do everything. Like I could have just been like, oh, yo, yeah, check this out. Yeah, it's not enough. You got to push it through. Virgil could have been like, oh yeah, check this out. It wasn't enough. Like, do you see what I'm saying? But collectively, because we all had that goal, that shared goal of getting them to connect. It was like, it was a real learning experience, and that became another blueprint for what you need to do to get things done and and everything else. It's like, it's fascinating. And it goes back to what I was saying. Look, most people in the music industry don't know what they're doing. Like we didn't know that was the way to get them to connect. We were just driven by passion for the music
and being as creative as possible
and wanting to succeed. You got young execs, young management. We all just want to make things work. So that's how it came about.
Well, by the way, was you at the Reggie Yates party where Mr. Hudson, Jeezy and Kanye West were on the piano? Was you there? Did you hear about this?
I wasn't invited.
I feel like it's an underdocumented moment.
Definitely.
After Wireless.
There's many though. There's many.
They were just performing.
There's many. Like there's the Glow in the Dark after party, right? And I think he said after the show or something like, yeah, there's an after party. There's no one there. There was like 8 people in the room, right? And we saw the craziest cypher where it was Kanye West, it was Mos Def, it was will.i.am. It was like, mind-blowing, mind-blowing, like mind-blowing moment. Hudson, and mind-blowing. And it was like, it was just a sick party. It's one of them, if you were there, you were there. I've got the pictures. That's all I got. Like, we didn't have iPhones then. Nobody was filming. But it was just a very, very, very incredible night. I've witnessed many of them. Like, it's what you're saying about the Reggie Yates party is really not surprising. Like, yeah.
It's iconic.
Yeah.
What's your favorite Kanye West album, personally?
Wow. why are you doing that? I don't.
You can't be.
It changes. It changes.
Where would you say today? What would you go home and be like? I can listen
Graduation.
Okay.
It's stadium hip hop. Really, really is. It's just huge, and everything. He's got that audacity. It's the dreams and hopes of making it. The music's just big. It's just powerful. Strong is incredible. The Champion joint. Did you realize? Incredible. Yeah. It's just an incredible album. It's one of his greatest albums. So, he's one of the few artists who's got. You can't just say this is his best album. You'd have to say these are his top 5 best albums because each album, incredible. Like the first 6 or 7, anyway. Yeah. It's like. And whether you include the collab albums and that as well, Kids See Ghost, incredible, absolutely incredible. So, yeah, it changes, but he there's no one else like him. He's an incredible artist.
And where are you with him today?
What's your favorite Kanye West album?
Probably Late Registration, I think.
Really? Why?
Yeah. There's a couple of orchestral moments where I think he was playing with the orchestra more. That I think it made me feel different about hip hop because it wasn't the time for it.
Okay, so
why do I feel like I'm being assessed? By the way,
nah, you're not being assessed. But I'll say that for another day.
So I thought so. With Graduation, I discovered him for the first time.
Right? Really?
Sorry, College Dropout, I discovered him.
Okay.
And in the discovery, everything was highbrow because it was different, right? And the sounds were warm. And I loved him, Mos Def, Kweli, because Kweli previously was my top 3. And then he had Lupe on the Late Registration, who was also in my top 3. So in my mind, in that time, you're just like in a dynasty of my favorite rappers. I think with Late Registration, it was him graduating into a sound that was almost uncomfortable, but it wasn't glossy rap though. It wasn't like what everyone else was trying to do when they were like having an Adam Levine hook, for example. And then I would say that my favorite moment is similar to yours because I was a 50 Cent fan.
Right.
And I was watching the build up. I was actually in San Francisco at the time. I queued to go get both CDs. I played them both and I played 50 Cent first, which I think was Curtis. I think it was that album. And I was so adamant that this was just going to be the best one. And I listened to it and I was like, oh, it's kind of mid. And then I put Graduation on. Sorry, 50. I put Graduation on. It was so visual. I saw the whole thing in front of me. My brain was working.
Even the artwork, everything.
It was stunning. So I feel like every time I feel like he's I say done, which is a horrible term to say about an artist, but I underestimate him. He delivers on a level which
I don't think he could ever say he's
question. I don't think he will be done. What do you think about what's happening now with the wireless cancellation? It's kind of gone on a 4-day journey. But
so he just released his 12th album, Bully, right? So we're at the difficult 13th chapter in his career where he's said things and everything else. He's gone through things. He said what he said, which I disagree with. And then he's come to do the show at Wireless and it's come back to haunt him. I don't know if it's a case that he didn't apologize enough. I don't know if his actions weren't enough to make amends for what he said. Maybe it was just too soon. But I think this defines his story even greater because I think he'll overcome this. I think this will be resolved. Might take another couple of years or whatever, but he's gonna come back from this a much stronger artist. In my opinion, I reckon he will. I think he's not gonna just go away and be a bit upset and be offended by it. He'll do what he can to make it right. I think you're gonna get an incredible 13th album because it's gonna be more reflection on what's happened. I think he'll make amends for it. But he's a great artist. He's the greatest artist of our time. So I think the resolve that he's got and the commitment to creative excellence is never going to stop. And I think he will figure out a way to make amends and turn this around.
For people at home who just don't understand how the music industry works, if you were in his team and this was the outcome and you got where you were today, who would you be most frustrated at? Like, where does the buck start or stop from an artist perspective? Not what the challenge is, but like you're organizing something, you've announced it. Inherently, this puts your name into disrepute in a way.
If you're part of the team, if you're blessed to be part of the team, it's a we thing. We have to address this. We have to fix this. It's not a blame the artist. It's not a blame the promoter. It's not a blame anyone's situation. It's like you're in that situation because of what was said. We have to fix it. It's not a separate thing. It's not, well, yeah, you got to sort that out. No, we have to sort that out if you're part of the team. Yeah. That's how it is.
So if let's say me and you are the team, right? We have to strategize and come up with a plan. We want wireless next year. What were some of the things that you think just needs to happen to make it possible? Because I feel like there's
for Kanye.
Yeah, the audience feel like they very much devastated that this isn't happening. There's an appetite from the people, which I think is always grounds for a possibility.
I think first things first is resolve the situation about how you can get into the UK. Maybe you don't revisit the wireless thing again. Maybe you do something bigger. Maybe you do something left. Maybe you do something different altogether. I don't think that's the issue. I think the issue is resolving the situation at hand, which is how he can get into the country and how he can make amends for whoever he feels like he needs to make amends to. And that's it. I've never seen this before. It's not impossible to resolve. It's like it can be addressed, but it's got to be done the right way, and it's down to him and his team to figure that out with the relevant people.
Can I tell you a time that I was I'm gonna say it, I was hating on you. I was
hating on me?
I was hating on you / mad at you. And you have no idea.
Yo, you're the second person to say that.
You had no idea, and it wasn't your fault, but it was, right?
Oh, okay.
So I don't know what year this is. This is maybe 2009, 2008-9.
Yeah.
Drake is in the country.
Yeah.
Nobody cares yet.
Yeah.
It's Lil Wayne is hot as fish grease. And he's like buzzing around.
Yeah.
And I got introduced to Drake by my friend Napa.
Right.
We were away somewhere and he put it on in the CD. It was the only CD we had was this Drake mixtape. We play it so much that we leave the country fans of his.
Yeah.
We have Sunday show. Yeah. We hear that he's here.
Yeah.
My friend is his product manager.
Right.
This is Alex, by the way. Alex Bote.
Right. Okay.
He's the product manager. He's involved somehow, right? Yeah. And I've never called him so much in my life to be like, yo, what do we do? How do we make this happen? We'll do anything. And then shortly afterwards, we realize it's not happening for us. Yeah. And then we see your interview in is it Hyde Park?
Hyde Park, yeah.
So we knew he was there, but we just were waiting for the permission to turn up. Yeah. And then we found out that you did it.
Yeah.
That's like an iconic interview to be one of, I think it's his first UK ever interview, right?
Yeah.
Why did you do that to me?
Okay, so first of all, it goes back to everything I said, right? I'm a nerd. I'm a fan. I'll outwork anyone. An hour earlier, I'll go to bed an hour later, right? So I was on this before you were. I did my due diligence and I did my work. In the same way I'm talking about Mark Saunders about In Due Time and how I'm going to hit him up and I'm going to start pushing him and and he doesn't even know it yet, but when he sees this, he'll get it. I knew what Drake was going to do. I knew it was going to happen. In the same way when I first met Kanye West, thanks to Dame Dash in Chelsea, I knew. But what happened was, see, and this you cannot hate me. Your hate was not validated.
It's misguided.
No. You're gonna learn today. Your hate was misguided and not validated because he was supposed to appear on the show on Friday night, right? So he was supposed to come through my show on Friday night. Now, he didn't come to my show on a Friday night. Now I'm like, does this new guy think he is? You're doing this to me. Yeah. Me. Yeah. So I call up a friend who's part of the camp. Do that to me. You doing that. You disrespecting me. Watch what happens. Yo, I went in. I was about to the nerve of me, right? But you don't mess me about on my radio show. You don't say you're gonna come on the show and then you don't. And I've been playing your music, yeah. So they were like, "Oh, yeah, it's really sorry. Can you come to the hotel to do it tomorrow morning?" So I was like, "All right, cool." So I turn up at the hotel 10 a.m. Just been doing my show till like whatever time in the morning. Up an hour earlier, all of that commitment. Most DJs would never have done that. They wouldn't have turned up at 10 a.m. at a hotel to do an interview, right? So I pull up at the hotel. It's dark and dingy in there. I'm like, we can't do this. We're going to have to do it outside. It was sunny. Let's do it in the park, right? And then he comes downstairs. Like, yo, Sam, really sorry about yesterday. Yeah, I was with Rihanna. I was like, it's all right, Drake. I was like, it's all right. Like, yeah, it's cool. I get it.
I think that's an appropriate excuse.
Yeah, he's like, you'd rather be with Rihanna than me. It's cool, And then we did the interview in the park. I got my camera guys come out. I said to the station, right, we're going to do this interview tomorrow morning. I said to the station, do you want to come and record this? And, it's going to be important. It's going to be big. Oh, Sam, you do it. Look at you, always chasing this hip hop stuff. Okay, that was one of the biggest moments. Like I learned from that. Don't rely on anyone. Never depend on anyone. Never look to anyone to help you. Always do everything yourself. And look, that was an incredible interview. It was dope. Like you saw it. You saw the questions and everything else. Is legendary. So it's the first interview I ever did out here. I got that off my own accord. It was nothing to do with the label, nothing to do with the station that was on that was useless. It was nothing to do with other than my personal relationship with someone who was part of the team and my own initiative to get it. Yeah. You can't hate me for that. Yeah. You can't hate me for that. No, but even then you couldn't.
At the time.
No, but I did the work. You can't hate me for that. I earned that.
We got gazumped by the BBC. That's what it felt like. Right, and it was like relationships, and we were like, fine,
whatever for them, whatever. But for me, like, I earned that. Like, I did the work for that. I did that off my own back, my own accord, and I paid the camera guy £50 out of my own pocket to shoot it. Yeah. So I've invested in myself.
You could do that back then. Now it's about 4 times more, but
depending on who you get. So for me, it was like, and that's my graft. It's always been that. Like, and that's it. That's all it boils down to. And again, talking about the theme, the thread, nerd, fan, need to amplify great artists with great music before people even understand what's about to happen. Move the crowd, you can see the views and everything else. And that's it. It's the same thing. It's the same thing I've always done, and that's all it boils down to. So whether it's Kanye, whether it's Drake, whether it's someone else, it's like, it's the same thing. I'm there. And that's it. But you can't hate me for that.
Not anymore.
No. Hold on.
At the time, it was a burgeoning platform.
No. See, this is the thing, because I get this. I've had someone came up to me the other day. I used to hate you, though. I said, really? Why? Oh, because you never paid attention to me. I didn't know you existed.
Oh, that's some different other stuff, though.
So no, but I'm saying, it's like, I just want to put this out there. I'm focused on the mission, and that's it. I'm not looking around. I'm not like, hey, look at me doing this. It's not that. My thing is get the job done. Yeah. That's all it is. It's not anything else. It's not trying to front on people. It's not trying to I don't care what other people do. I don't compete. I just do me, and that's it.
So we're having another strategy meeting, me and you. We're looking at Drake right now.
Yep.
And my relationship with Drake is I went from that moment, followed him all the way up to the highest of the highs, where there's a point where you just disconnect because you're so big. Me supporting you feels like a waste of energy because you're just like, you're supported. You're fine. This is my story in my mind.
Right.
He then goes on to have one of the biggest highs. He then gets distracted by a battle, which he doesn't come out in the best of. And since that point, last 18 months, it feels like he's struggled to find out who he is in the thing. And every time I try to explore this with somebody, they have these sort of sweeping statements, which is like, he's fine and he will come back. And I said, I don't think it's that case. What would you be saying to him right now to cover the bases, to move the room so that when this Iceman album drops, it resonates in the way that he has always resonated?
Go hard.
What would that look like?
Great music. that's it. That's all it boils down to. Go hard, and that's all he's ever done. Like, you gotta remember with Drake. I'm gonna give this away. I want to do another book, and I want to call it the UK Rap Renaissance, right? And I think 2014 it changed. The whole thing for UK rap out here, it just changed to what it is today, to a point now where we've got 7 UK rappers signed direct to US labels. It's never happened in the history of music before. It's gone from being, oh, them funny guys, but we like going to the club and getting their girls. It's gone from that to like, now artists are getting paid 20 mil, 4 mil, 6 mil, whatever by US labels, and they're getting launched over there. It's different.
Yeah.
I think Drake was part of the catalyst for that. Because he, on the More Life projects, and even before that with Dave Wanna Know, the guy jumped on Wanna Know. Yeah. The guy did the Wanna Know remix immediately. There was no like, oh, this guy's not as big as me. It wasn't a money conversation. He backed Dave before anyone else did. He's backing Dave the same time as me. I'm like, but obviously he's the artist and he's doing something different. But that never happened before, right? Then he does the More Life project, and it's got Wizkid on there, it's got Skepta on there, it's got Gigs on there. Then you see the echoes of that, because you start hearing US rappers. I like the UK. I'll be fucking with Skepta, man. I'll be fucking with Gigs. You weren't saying that before that. You weren't. And this is what I'm saying. It's like, I think his support of UK artists has really helped our scene translate in America. And in the last interview I did with Drake, I'm telling you this now, he knows the history of UK rap better than most people in the UK. He can break down who did what at what point, and from Sneak Bo, Johnny Guns, all of that. He can detail everything that's gone on. So I think it's been an incredible ally. Really, really has. For the UK scene and for UK artists.
Do you feel like Dave will be the greatest hip-hop export from the UK when he's done?
When he's done? What do you mean when he's done?
When he's finished, when we reflect on his career after.
No.
When he's 67.
No.
He has swollen knees.
We don't finish. Did Prince finish? Did Michael Jackson finish? Anybody who does this keeps going. Like, you just keep going and keep going and keep going. I think Dave is one of the greatest artists of our time, international, regardless of country. Like, what Dave does, who's anywhere near him in terms of his breadth of what he can do as a lyricist and a musician? There's no one. No one does what he does. He's in his own lane. And he's got the UK, he's got the US, and he's got the diaspora behind him. No one's got that. No one. And he's respected across all 3 continents, and he's making bangers, true international records. Location, Burna Boy and Dave, J5, incredible record, banger. Incredible international record, incredible UK rap record, incredible Afro swing, whatever you want to call it, or Afro beats record. No one's done that. And he's done it, and he'll do it again and again and again, and he's just done it with Thames, with the Rain Dance joint. He's the first UK rapper to be busting up the Billboard chart like he is. So when you're saying when he's done, no, he's doing. It's not when he's done, he's doing.
Do you feel like, because we've never had a Jay-Z, like a 50-year-old rapper who has cultural impact at the same rate as he did 10, 15 years ago, do you feel like that's something that needs to be introduced here, where actually you feel like they're in their career at that age?
No. Dave is Dave. Jay-Z is Jay-Z, 50 Cent is 50 Cent. Why are we comparing? Why are we doing that? Why are we having a measuring stick? Why are we like, yeah, Jay-Z did that at that point? And Look, no one ever thought a Canadian rapper would be the biggest rapper in the world. No one ever saw that coming. So what Dave's going to do and going strength to strength, no one can see it. His management got it. Big up Benny and Jack. They saw that. They saw that, and they delivered great on that. They've done their thing, like, as a team. What they've done is incredible. What they've done as a team is the model for how to do it in the UK. It killed it. Like, absolutely killed it. But Dave's commitment to excellence and his commitment to artistry is on par with Kanye. But don't compare the two. They're totally different artists. What Dave does is what Dave does, and what Kanye does is what Kanye does. But what people don't see is the generation of kids that he's inspiring, the kids that are gonna come through next. Crazy, really, really is.
Sam, I always have this question which I really enjoy, and I love doing it with people who actually like music. It's so important to me. So I always think about a super crew, because there was a point where Child Rebel Soldiers was a rumor for a very long time, of Kanye West, Pharrell and Lupe. And I was dreaming about this project being dropped one day. If you had to make a super crew with 2 MCs, 2 singers, and a producer, who would be in it?
I wouldn't do it.
Why not?
Because the thing is with artists, they're creative islands, right? And if they choose to collab and they choose to connect, great. But if it's meant to be, it's meant to be. And it's, I couldn't even comprehend that. I didn't even care about CRS. I wasn't interested.
Really?
I want another Kanye album. I want Pharrell to make beats like what he did for Clips on the first album. I want another Lupe album. I don't want this. I don't want this. Like, because it just distracts from the greatness of what they do individually.
I vehemently disagree with you, but I respect your ability to have your autonomy. But
thank you.
That you said that.
All right. The first track was great. Yeah, it was Places.
Yeah.
Right. What about the second one?
Yeah.
Right.
It got rushed.
There you go. You want an album of that?
I don't like being convinced that I have my own. No, do you know why? Because I was like, this is gonna be so good. Then when the second one came, I was like, I don't want what you're doing. It felt off and it felt rushed.
Yeah. What do you think of Watch the Throne?
It's the greatest collab album of all time. I love it. I would love a number 2. I don't know how we made that happen.
I mean, I very much doubt we'll get a number 2, but the artwork, everything about it was incredible.
Yeah.
But Paris, that joint, that joint got DJ's work, because you're shutting down shows all over the world with it, and it's one of the craziest productions ever. Is by 2 of the greatest artists, one of the greatest lyricists, one of the greatest artists together on a track in their prime. Incredible. It's just incredible. Otis, incredible. It's like top tier rap music, top tier hip hop. We don't use that word anymore. It's what it is though. It's the essence. It's the essence of greatness. So it's with that was the right time. They were always going to do that. That made sense, because when you hear the work that Kanye did on the Blueprint, incredible. Like he made that album. He no disrespect to the other guys, but it made a difference. He made Takeover. He helped Jay stand next to Nas for a minute.
Are you Nas over Jay-Z?
Yeah.
Yeah, me too.
Yeah.
It was
big with Jay-Z though. Like,
look, it's a lonely island.
You know what blew my mind? There's a moment, right? So they had the battle, right? Jay-Z and Nas, take over and Ether, and then Super Ugly and everything else and all of that. And then I was at a VIP backstage party at the Justin Timberlake tour in America. And it was crazy. I think I was the only unfamous person in the room. It was like, the room was just celebrities. It was like, there was a circle, right? Where they're having a dance off, and it was like Justin Timberlake, Kevin Durant, everyone was someone like that. I mean, I'm someone, crazy. But anyway. And then there was a moment, right? I see Nas and Jay-Z talking, and they're smoking cigars with brandy in each hand and everything else. And then Made You Look comes on. I see Jay-Z rapping the lyrics to Made You Look to Nas. I was like,
that's crazy.
Mind blowing.
That is crazy.
So I was like, what part of the game is this? I was like,
do you know what it is? It feels like while they're falling out to us, they're listening, being like, that's actually sick.
No, but that was like 2 connoisseurs of rap, and then you got Jay-Z rapping the lyrics back to him, and you got Nas just like chilling like that. I tried to film it.
Yeah.
I had to.
That could have been the last invite ever.
Yeah, I got the picture. Definitely got the picture. But I was like, this is insane. That blew my mind. So when it comes to rap beef, and I was like, these guys are gonna be friends anyway. It's never that serious. It's never that deep. Like, because as I'm saying with the whole beef thing, you got. Don't take it too seriously, because when it's all said and done, these guys respect each other, and they're all gonna be friends, and and it'll just settle. It'll be resolved.
We're waiting for the Sway and Torre interview with Kendrick and Drake at some point.
I mean, yeah, I don't know. That might be different.
All right, can you rap me and indulge me in 5 songs to add to my playlist? Because I have a master playlist that I always like to add new songs to.
Okay. First up, it's not even a shameless plug. I got this track with an artist called Suggs. It's called Burst. Incredible. Right? So, Suggs is a rapper from Manchester, 17-year-old rapper. Machine. Absolute machine. It's like I was with him in the studio recently. He just playing a beat and it's like he gets possessed. It's like he just blacks out and just starts rapping. Love that. I love that. And then he's in the studio with some other rappers, right? And then, you know, there's no grace. He's like, can I rap now? Didn't give a fuck about the other two. He was just like, I love that. Just greedy, just wanted to get on the mic and rap straight away. So yeah, Suggs, Burst, I've done the beats. Let me know what you think of the beats as well. You hate me though, so I don't know if that's gonna. I'm saying, don't be a hater. That's what I'm saying.
It was a tiny moment in time. I just wanted to drink it.
All right. There's another guy called MK, and then on socials is MK and Money. And he's got this track called Adam and Ryan. Incredible. Absolutely incredible. Like, elite lyricism. Then there's another guy called Byro. Just add anything. He's sick. Like, he's, again, incredible MC. For the fourth one, add something from the Mark Saunders project, In Due Time. Track 4. I haven't fully absorbed it yet, but track 4, yeah. It's all great. You'll hear it and you'll be like, this is reminiscent of late 90s rap, but it's modern kind of thing. It's gonna sound really bad. He's rapping. It's rap. Like, and look, I'm saying over here the penmanship's crazy. In America, I don't know. Like, I spoke to Havoc from Up Deep and I was like, who you feeling in America? And he's like, yo, he bounced it back. Yo, who you feeling? I told him straight. I said, it's all about the UK right now. And he's like, yeah, I agree. I was like, wow.
I would love to see Havoc produce something here with an artist, like a project. I think his sound is just, I miss it.
Well, he's working with Georgia Smith. She's on their latest album, Infamous album, and it's like, and that the right move. Like, that's probably the best UK artist he could work with, like, in terms of what he does and what she does. It's absolutely incredible. I'd say I'd slew a Lancey Foe, because that's pretty much where everything's at is at right now. Lancey Foe, he started this underground. I'd say I'd slew a Lancey Foe, because that's where everything's at the moment. Lancey Foe is like the pioneer of this underground UK rap scene that's happening right now. It's all started with him. He's the guy. And basically, he's bringing through Slew, them two on the track, and da-da-da-da-da. You definitely should have that on there. And then for the 5th track, I'd say Fake Mink.
Okay.
Blow Your Speaker.
Okay.
That's what I do.
Thank you very much, Sam. I appreciate
cool.
it.
Is that it? Really? That's it.
Well,
right, okay. You don't want to debate about CRS some more?
No. You ruined my vision of free artists that I love by reminding me of the actual music.